First step, I know that you might have a different way of solving equations from Algebra 1. That's totally fine. This is the structure that I would encourage you to follow, or at least think through when you're solving any kind of equation. On to our first example. First thing I always want you to check for is distribution. So we will distribute this 4, and then on the next line where it says step 2, we're going to write our new equation. So 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. We are not distributing to this 7x here. We do not multiply that. Negative 7x is not in the parentheses. So we just bring it down. And we also bring down the negative 13. All right, at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a balancing line, is what I call it, down the middle. I think of it like a brick wall, okay? These sides of the equation are separate, and we don't want to get them mixed up. So I asked you a little bit ago to find the mistake. Our like terms here are 4x and negative 7x. We're combining like terms. We cannot combine 8 and negative 13. The reason being they're on different sides. So the mistake was that I went ahead and added up 8 plus negative 13 and got negative 5. Can't do that because they're on different sides. So just looking at the sides separately here, my only like terms to combine are 4x and negative 7x, which gets me a negative 3x, and bring down negative 13. Again, our equal sign goes on the line. All right, now we're going to add or subtract. In this case, I will subtract because I have plus 8, and we're undoing it. So I will subtract 8 to get rid of that. New equation is negative 3x equals negative 21. And lastly, we're going to divide by negative 3 because what we see here is multiplication. That is not subtraction. I know it has minus 3, but it's next to the variable, so that's multiplication. So answer, x equals positive 7. Example 2, first thing that you're going to do is, again, distribute. 3 gets distributed to that parentheses and 5 to this one. Rewrite it on the next line. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. Then I give you a choice. You can either move the 3x or the 5x because we have to move our variables to one side. We don't like having variables on different sides. You can't solve the equation until you fix that. So our balancing line here, I'm going to go ahead and move the 3x just because I like to avoid having negative numbers when at all possible. If you would rather subtract 5x, that's totally fine. Either way is great. So when I do that, this 3x minus 3x is 0, so that'll cancel out. Let's rewrite it on the next line. 18 equals 2x minus 20. Now to get rid of this subtraction, I'm going to add 20 to both sides. When we solve equations, we always do things to both sides. So one more time, my new equation would be 38 equals 2x. This is multiplication, 2 times x, so we will have to divide. And our final answer, 19 equals x, or x equals 19. It's the same thing.